6:46, your Sunrise Smart Start here this Friday, and breaking updates overnight. A 36-year-old Rochester man has been arrested after police say he crashed into a broken down RPD cruiser and injured an officer while hitting multiple parked cars.
This happened just after 12:30 on Glenwood and Dewey Avenues when investigators say a marked police vehicle had an issue and was waiting for a tow. The suspect hit the patrol car, pushing it into the officer standing next to it. The suspect's vehicle then continued forward, hitting two other cars before coming to a stop. The driver was taken into custody at the scene and was not injured. Police say they found a gun inside the vehicle, and the suspect is charged with criminal possession of a weapon. The injured officer was taken to the hospital, treated, and released.
More breaking updates. A city neighborhood is back open this morning after police shut it down for an investigation around 2:30. RPD got a call for a suspicious person armed with a knife trying to get into a home at Atlantic Avenue and Mayberry Street. Officers say they were able to safely separate all those involved at the scene. Menacing charges will be filed along with a warrant. No other details have been released on who that suspect is.
Today, two people charged in connection with the Parenton kidnapping last weekend are expected in court for a preliminary hearing.
Both 30-year-old Omar Sala and 26-year-old DeJour Paul are facing 3 counts of felony kidnapping. Investigators say a mother and her 2 children were taken and later found safe inside a home in the city Saturday night. U.S. Marshals also giving us some more details about the search for another suspect, 26-year-old Omar Sala, who they say left the area after the family was found. They say it was all hands on deck. And when the family was reported missing Saturday, once the victims were located and safe, the Marshals task force got a lead saying Sala had gone down to New York City, and they were able to track him and bring him into custody early Sunday.
And at that point, we reached out to our New York City division, our U.S. Marshals Task Force in New York City, and they began to determine where he was, and ultimately at around 4 o'clock in the morning, that Sunday morning, they located him at a hotel in Suffolk County and took him into custody, arrested him.
Another suspect, 31-year-old Gamil Ahmed, was arrested Saturday on the same charges. Paul and Omar Sala are due in court at 2 p.m.
Also today, the father accused of abusing his 6-week-old twins in Clyde is set to be arraigned after a grand jury handed down an indictment against the baby's parents this week. Cameron Douglas faces the most serious charges, including assault, reckless assault of a child, and endangering the welfare of a child. The mother, Brittany Spicer, was also indicted on assault and other related charges. Douglas is scheduled to be in Wayne County Court today at 11:30. Spicer is expected in court later this month.
To a follow-up in the impacts of Rochester Regional Health announcing Newark Wayne Community Hospital will close inpatient and delivery care by the end of the year. EMTs in Wayne County share with us they are confident they can keep doing their job as is. In case of an emergency, their ambulances are equipped with complex OB kits that have the equipment needed to deliver. All EMTs throughout New York also have to go through a class for emergency childbirth. Some of these first responders tell us it's rarely needed. For the past year and a half, there have been 7 emergency maternal calls for Newark EMS, and some of those patients did not even go to Newark Wayne.
There's a lot of things that weigh into it. You know, her physician, her OB, where care is out of. It may be with Newark Wayne. It may be with another hospital system.
First responders say Newark's emergency department is still well equipped to help a mom through delivery if need be. Once the child arrives, they would both be moved to the nearest hospital that does have inpatient labor care. Sunrise traffic here at 6:51. The expressways have been okay with no heavy backups yet early on this Friday morning. From our Greater Rock Sky Eye, your weekend forecast and the heat to come next week. James will have that in just a few moments.
Big news for your utility bill. Next month, RG&E customers will see an increase in their electric and gas, but state regulators say it's a fraction of the hike the utility initially requested. Instead of the proposed 26% increase to a monthly electric bill, the approved increase for now is 2.9%. The state says this buys time to review the case and pushes both sides to reach a settlement before permanent rates are set. The Public Service Commission says the main concerns about affordability will be part of the final decision on permanent rate hikes in the future. Some 392,000 customers in and around Monroe County receive their electricity through RG&E. The PSC says the request requested rate increases by RG&E and NYSEG are among the highest in recent history.
We are approaching the end of the 128th Lilac Festival. The final weekend gets going in just a couple of hours.
Tonight's live music headliner is a Nice independent artist known for blending pop, hip-hop, R&B, and soul, taking the stage at 7. Are in the Park also returns tomorrow through Sunday. That starts at 10 a.m. Finally, Sunday, the last day of the festival. If you're looking to get a head start on the day, they have the Lilac 5 and 10Ks and the Tim Hortons Timbit Trot at 8 a.m. You can find the full festival guide, map, and schedule at rochesterfirst.com.
James will be out there coming up this weekend. Myself, come by and say hi at our booth. How about that graphic behind you? Wish we could have seen that yesterday.
It'd be nice, yeah. We didn't see much of that at all as we're cloudy and gray, but 70s this weekend, 80s as we get into next weekend. But if we're in the desert, it's going to be in the 90s.
Yes, and on that note, who's going to the desert? Our all-star Sunrise producer Andy, who's also reported here, host of the book club. This is your last day with us.
Yep. I leave next week. I'm very excited. I love Rochester, ready for the warm weather.
Yeah.
And the sunshine, it definitely has been something that I've been looking forward to for a long time.
Well, if we may serenade you for a moment, I don't think everybody understands how much Andy does. She really puts the show together. She babies us completely. She tells us where to stand when we're not standing in the right place. She corrects our words. She tells us how to say names. So you do so much for us, and we're going to miss you.
I'm going to miss you guys.
And this is 11 p.m., 7 a.m.?
Yep.
Okay, so where exactly are you going? What are you going to be doing?
I'm going to be in Phoenix, Arizona, and I'll be working on one of their morning shows. Which one, I don't know. They air from 4:30 till like 11 o'clock. But I'll be working with a much larger crew, which will be different, but good. And I'm just really excited. I've never been to Phoenix, so it's a totally new adventure. Some people call me crazy, but I like being a fish out of water. So.
Hey, I moved to Rochester without ever being here, so it's going to go great.
Much bigger crew there and a longer show, and you probably have help.
Yes.
Which is kind of nice for us sometimes.
No longer a one-woman show.
She said, I'm tired of changing the clocks each time. So I gotta find that part of the time zone somewhere in the country to go do that.
Well, it's the opposite because they actually enjoy the winter, and then the summer is misery. They stay inside all summer. Here we stay inside all winter, so it's just
I'm from
flip-flop.
Puerto Rico, so how hot could it truly be?
Yeah, you say that, but I'm telling you, the heat's going to be her favorite part.
Yeah. Andy, you're the best. Good luck.
Thank you.
We love you, and we'll miss you. Have a great weekend, everybody. CBS Mornings on the way next.
Follow News 8 wherever you are on rochesterfirst.com, Facebook, X, and on our app for news and weather. Get the Rochester First streaming app today for everything you love from News 8 on demand, plus exclusive shows you won't see anywhere else. Search ROC and download for free on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV.